Only God knows when the crisis between the governor of Edo State and his deputy Shaibu is going to end. Recently, a few months ago, we saw how the deputy governor vacated his official office and was given a separate building far away from his official building. We saw how Obaseki has done everything within his power to not even have anything to do with his deputy, Shaibu, all because the deputy decided to run for office, and all of the reconciliatory committee that has been constituted pertaining to this matter, they've tried all their best, and Obaseki says that the only reason he's going to forgive Shaibu is if PDP decides to go with zoning. And they have said, I don't think that is even possible at this point. I don't think that PDP is going to accept to those conditions. Before we go into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave your opinions in the comment section below. Lastly, don't forget to also turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Lawmakers divided as deputy governor gets 345 million naira. Obaseki gets 19 billion naira. There's a huge gap between that. The unending feud between the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy, Philip Shaibu, has shown in the budgetary allocation to the office of the deputy governor as contained in the approved 2024 state budget by State House of Assembly. Recall that the appropriation bill was signed into law in the evening of Friday, December 15, 2023 by Governor Godwin Obaseki at the Government House in Benin. A perusal of a budget shows that the sum of 19,148,177,584 naira was allocated to the office of a governor, while the office of a deputy governor was allocated parsley sum of 345,522,729 naira. Similarly, while the office of a secretary to state government (SSG) has an allocation of 8,847,647,646 naira, the office of the head of service was allocated 968 million, while the House of Assembly has a sum of 17,074,500,000 allocated to it. It was learned that some lawmakers believed to be loyal to the deputy governor opposed the decision of the members of the assembly to pass the budget as presented by the governor, which they described as unfair appropriation, but that they were overruled by the Speaker, retired Honorable Blessing Agbe Kabu, and others. It was further gathered that the slash in the allocation of the deputy governor's office was because of his ambition to succeed his boss as governor of the state. A politician close to the governor said Obaseki vowed to ridicule and punish Shaibu financially in a bid to frustrate his governorship aspiration. The governor believes he is having a field day now, but may end up the worse for it. The speaker may be the first victim in all of this. An insider said the budget has divided the lawmakers. Meanwhile, a principal member of a House of Assembly denied any division in the House. The sum allocated to the office of the deputy governor is not small. The deputy governor is contesting election, and you know what it takes to contest. He will have no time for official duties. So the governor decided that since he will not do those official work, you cannot allocate such money to the office, he said. You all, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. What do you all think about this, parsley sum of money that has been allocated to the office of the deputy governor? Imagine, even the secretary to the state government got an allocation of 8 billion naira plus, almost 9 million naira. The head of service as well got 968 million naira, while the deputy, who is still the oga of these people I just mentioned, immediately after Obaseki, the next person, it should be the deputy. He was just allocated a parsley sum of 345 million naira. Do you think this is fair, or do you think that the governor is actually, trying to frustrate the effort of Shaibu? Because boy oh boy, if eventually Shaibu becomes the governor, it is going to be a great disgrace. It is going to be a great disgrace for Obaseki, because why all of this? All because you want your chosen candidates to win. You do not want, so automatically you want your deputy to agree with you and just cancel any form of ambition that he might have, just because your anointed candidates, you have picked it and you want that person to win. It's just very unfair. Obaseki is just so wicked and cruel, that as if all of the other victimization is not enough. The day he decided to announce his intention to run for office, the venue he wanted to use, the hotel decided all of a sudden that the another person has rented out the space, and he wasn't told days before the occasion. He was told on the morning that he was supposed to have the meeting, the press briefing with pressmen. It's just so unfair, amongst other victimization that I cannot even continue mentioning. He will go to events that the deputy governor needs to be there in attendance. He will tell security aides not to allow the deputy governor into the event, and those working with him as well. It's just not fair. I cannot even wait to see the end game of all of this, because before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Prince Teddy says, so this is how they share the state money. What will SSG be doing with 8 billion in 1 year in his office? That's exactly the same thing I'm thinking. Is he not secretary to the state government? Is he supposed to use that money to buy biro, or to use it to buy book? Because is he not secretary? What's the job of a secretary? Please let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. That amount of money is too much. It's humongous, if you ask me. Bernard Osunde says, due to multiple and over-taxation, and most painful aspect is that they don't even know how Edo people struggle to run their business. This is unfair and injustice to Edo people. Broad day robbery of Edo people resources, but I assure them all, their generations will not know peace. God will place baskets in their hands that drain all this stolen wealth away and return them back to Edo people. God will punish them for the hardship in Edo and Nigeria at large. Lastly, another person. So budget is all about allocating our hard-earned taxpayers' funds to themselves. They are sharing our resources to themselves. What is left to work for the people who voted them into office? That is why they waste money a lot. No infrastructure for the people. Leave service to education, as our public schools lack chairs, bad roads everywhere, insecurity and cult killings here and there. Edo people are being exploited on the basis of pay your tax. Some are frustrated to abandon their business. You all, thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.